just keeping his promise? No, that can't be it. There had to be another real reason why he'd allowed us to live. And we had to find that out.
Save current data?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, why? Why would we want to save? Jeez, I mean, we only gone through so much events. Yes, we're going to be making fun of this for a while. Don't worry about it, guys. So that seems pretty dumb of Krellian if you think about it. He let them go? Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
We'll find out why, but it's still a pretty dumb decision.
I expected, but you said you let them go. I lied.
I lied.
Wait, stop.
Meanwhile,
The fleshly blood of God has been recovered.
The anima and the animus have all been obtained.
All that is left for us to do is to change into the animus and become one with the mother persona.
That is incorrect. What? What do you mean, Krellian? What did you just say?
What are you doing, Krellian? Have you gone totally insane?
Oh. What are you doing to the memory banks?
Do not touch them! We cannot survive without them!
You were the only ones who could have activated the key. But now that it has been activated, I no longer need you. I am having you all erased.
How dare you!
so those are all the memory chips that actually contain them.
Ah.
The only obstacle that kept me from my goals was Cain. He was the one person who had total control of the people, and thus was my greatest nemesis. But the only person who could terminate Cain was Cain himself. That's why I created a copy of Cain. Ramses acted exactly as I predicted, killing Cain. Now there is no one who can stop me, and I'm not interested in your power or authority. Did you really think you were acting on your own free will? You were all just parts of the system, created only as weapons of invasion and oppression. You are just terminal interface weapons.
We can become God, and you're...
God? Who said you'd be God? What impertinence. We are humans. We are created to be terminal interfaces of God. It is the same for you who were once humans. Man cannot become God. We can only entrust ourselves to God. Ridiculous, going against the mother. I have not gone against her. This is the will of the other mother.
You...
That's gonna be really hard to describe to people now.
You think you can eliminate us and still revive God?
It can be done. Your genes were scattered in order to keep the world alive after the fall in the days of destruction. Those genes live on today within the humans. The anima vessels, and the recipients of their alignment, the animus, and also the persona. By combining these with my nanomachines, humans will become living beings, very much the equivalent of you. Actually, they may far surpass you in becoming worthy terminal interfaces for God. So you are no longer of any use to me. Deus, the physical manifestation of God, only wants results. That means, the means are insignificant to him. So this is my ARC plan. My Project Noah, if you will.
Which is the working title of this game.
Yes, it was, actually. Thank you for pointing that out.
Really?
May all your worries cease. Rest in peace, ancestors of mortal man. Final data card, and pop. Now it's just you and I, Sophia.
Wait, what?
I was powerless. All I could do was stand by and watch as they took Elly away from me. I am powerless.
Oh, hi, wise man. What are you doing there?
Oh, it's you. I wasn't able to beat Groff. I didn't stand a chance against him. It was obvious from the start. It was impossible to try to defeat a monster machine like that to begin with. And Elly, why was she so damn foolish? I implicitly told her not to come. I told her to run away. She had to have known it was a trap.
Yes, you won't be able to defeat him like that. As long as you continue fighting with that kind of an attitude, that is. The reason you lost and that young lady was taken was because of your pride. Weren't you depending far too much on the power of your machine? Not to mention that new id power you're now able to control. What is Groff's source of power? His machine? His technique? His experience? I do not think so. It is his feelings. His heart. His feelings are dominated by his resentment and his hatred of this world. That hatred is his source of power. Your feelings weren't focused enough to fight off Groff. That is why you could not win. Your feelings must be in the right place. That is strength. I'm not surprised you lost, seeing as you do not understand the true meaning of strength.
Wise man.
That young lady, the only thing in her heart was her desire to save you all. She set aside her fear and piloted that machine. It was because she had such strong feelings that you are still all alive. That is what I think. Of course, you have been defeated. However, that doesn't mean it's over. How do you plan on responding to her feelings? It is now your turn to save her, is it not? Well, what are you going to do, Faye?
Aw, poor Faye. He doesn't know what to do. Reason's obvious, dummy.
I'm going to...
Sit in a chair and do more exposition.
Yep, that's
exactly.
what he did.
See?
In order to save Elly, we began to search desperately for her whereabouts. And 2 weeks later, we found her. Using the data obtained from Raziel and his own nanomachine technology, Corellian had begun the construction of God's Ark, Merkava.
That's how it's supposed to be said.
Its completion was imminent. To prevent its activation and rescue Elly, we headed for Merkava.
Which is really weird because in later Xeno games, it will then be renamed to Merkava. So you're used to the V, get used to the B from then on in. Oh, and people went, so we're not going alone. That's the elements. In the Megazord of elements.
You again? Are you girls thinking of going in there too? Don't get any rotten ideas there, Wonder Boy.
Yes!
We are here to help our commander. Miane and Krellian have been manipulating his emotions for the sole purpose of eliminating the Emperor. We simply want to free the commander from those bonds so that he may be saved. It's neither for the sake of the world nor the sake of your girlfriend, Elheim.
Doomkoff.
Doomkoff? We have no intention of fighting on the same side as you idiot. Fine. You have your own battles to fight, we have ours. Let's leave it at that. But if things get out of hand, you head back, we'll handle it. We'll make you eat those words. You wait and see.
Doomkoff! Wonder Boy! I wanted to find one Asuka-ism that we could have done in there that we hadn't done already.
We entered the inside of Merkava, and while fighting back units of weapons, the self-regenerated through the use of nanomachines, we headed for the Central Core. And then, once again, Ramsus appeared before us.
Did he? Did he really? That doesn't look like his Omni gear, does it? So, welcome everybody to the inside of Merkava. You'll notice that holo projection. It is very familiar, is it not? This is actually a holo projection of the very same statue memorial in the Nisan Church. Because you have both a masculine and a feminine figure, both with one wing. So, I always loved that one in particular. I used to actually have a wallpaper of that. Some fan drew it, and it was amazing. But welcome to the Central Merkava Core, and the moment I've been dreading this entire Let's Play. Because the next bit is going to be some of the hardest parts of this game, period. Mm-hmm. Nothing past this is harder. We're going to be encountering two bosses, in particular the two gears that we actually saw at Golgotha, both of which are the hardest bosses in the damn game. And it's not because they're hard as in you need to go and do a bunch of grinding. No, we're going to be taking them on right now, people. It's hard because they have mechanics, specific mechanics to them, that will wreck your shit. And it's not fun in the slightest, but you have to endure the mechanics. So I'm not going to lie here. We might be magic cutting so that you guys don't have to deal with the 10 attempts that I have to do on these bosses. But first, looks like this
shaft somehow connects to the outside. But we don't have time to turn back. Let's hurry ahead.
What would you like? So I'm just going to go ahead and spoil this here and now. When we come and do this, we're technically in the bowels of the final dungeon.
Right.
Okay? We will have to come back here, and we will come to this exact same room, so we want to make sure to keep that in mind. Because when we come back here on our second trip, you can actually use this. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, Alex, you get your ass kicked in here.
Right.
You use this to get out. But that means you have to do the dungeon again when you're ready. So keep that in mind.
So, even if you defeat these two bosses ahead.
Well, these two bosses will not show up the next time.
Okay, so they don't
But you have to come back here again for the final boss.
Right.
And if you aren't prepared for him, this is how you get out. So you can go grind. And as you can see, not a whole lot of stuff in their inventory. I'm just going to go ahead and get another 10 of Omega Souls and probably another 10 survival tents. And now we're going to talk to this guy again because we want to upgrade our gears. He actually can do it. So, gear items. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this, guys, at all. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is where the shit gets real. These two boss fights are stupid hard for pretty much the wrong reasons, and we're gonna have to endure them for the next little bit. So if I start screaming and cursing, you now know why. And no, it's not avoidable. And it looks like, yeah, we're pretty much full. Oh, by the way, if you wanted to see Red Mazuo 2, here it is. So you can take a look at it in the interface. Kind of looks cool. I know that Alex liked the design of it.
Yeah.
So let's see, engine really quick. Nope, it's fine. And we're technically running off of 20,000 HP on it. Yep, that's good. Here is Steer 2, or as I like to call it, Blanca Gundam, because it has the orange hair like Blanca. But this is Rico's Omnigear, in case you didn't see it before. And actually, we do need to upgrade this one. Chosen equipment. Oh, yeah, continue, because we want to have a bigger fuel reserve. Straight 20,000 HP. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade the armor too, and fill it up. And then here is Crescen's. I don't think we've shown this off on the interface, but this is Esmeralda's gear. So you can technically upgrade it. We're not going to, because we pretty much have everything for it. And there you go. Oh, and Sabezen. Anything we can upgrade here? No. No. And Fenrir. So this is also, if you wanted to take a look at Citan's Omnigear, here it is. Not a whole lot to it, but we'll just double check its frame and everything like that. Okay, it's fine. And that puts us back at Weltall 2. So the other thing too we want to check is weapons. No real upgrades aside from, we are probably going to want those. So get some ammo for Billy's gear. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. My bad. This might actually be upgraded versions. So, we're going to want 10 each. And then also get the hydro ammo for a water-based attack. 7,500 spent. Is there anything other than that amazing that we can get? Now you could also get frame HP 70% and 90% at this point.
Nice.
The downside, though, is they cost a ton of fuel.
Probably best stick with the 30.
Yup. You could also get these A chargers, which are really helpful because they actually allow for restoring. So when you hit the charge button in combat, it restores 30 fuel. This now sets the minimum to 50.
Right.
That's not as great as you guys might think. You actually, you're better off waiting until infinity mode and just getting 300 fuel from a charge. Charge removes any status effects. That sounds like it's awesome, and we are going to get like 2 of them, up to 3. It's not really. We won't use it that much. What we are going to get, however, is extra armor DX, armor value of 100. So we want about 5 of these. And technically, we should be getting these, but we're going to wait until we come back here. Because as you can see, it's 4,000 gold pieces to get it.
Yeah.
That's insane. And by the time we actually do the final grind, we'll have enough money to be able to get 1 or 2 of them. So, yay. That's all we need. And now I'm going to cry inside, Alex. Like, seriously, hold me. Actually, you know what? Alex, you have an assignment for this. Because I have a horrible habit when it comes to this area.
Okay.
That horrible habit is basically... Let me just concentrate here and put all these on. The horrible habit that I have is that I will... you could technically take a break between the 2 bosses and be able to go and heal up.
Right.
And I always forget that you can do that.
Okay.
So your assignment, very simply, Alex, is to... As soon as if I down the first boss, to tell me to go back.
Right.
Because otherwise we will die. Because if you literally don't heal up, the second boss is going to kill you and you have no chance. Because their mechanics are very, very similar. Okay, so with that being done, we're going to save right here and now so we don't have to go through these events again. Oh, Jiminy Christmas, this could go bad in so many ways. But I'm gonna go ahead and people might notice, I'm not telling you how these mechanics are horrible. I'm gonna let you experience them. And that way you know. Because I have a feeling Alex is going to have some genuine reactions to these. So here we go. Here we go, Alex. Into the door leading into the core of Merkava. So you have to manually go through, but this will get us into the next room. And here we are. I've been waiting for you, Faye.
Ramses!
Faye, if only you hadn't been born. We're going to settle this here and now!
Stop it, Ramses! What reason is there to continue fighting me? What are you fighting for?
Oh, sorry.
Why do you always have a bone to pick with me? Tell me why!
It is all because of you. If only you hadn't come in and destroyed my prospects in life. By the way, just for the record, that's not the gear that was his Omni gear. So he's upgraded again.
Oh.
I don't know how he did this, so don't ask me, people. I don't know how he did it. I've heard a rumor like this is Kane's gear, and now he's piloting it. I can't confirm it. It looks pretty nasty, though. My life was given to me within a nanoreactor in Krillion's laboratory. To be born as the superior being, above all humans. But then... Meanwhile... This time your body is young. Don't worry about this one. The previous one got too old. And the name? Karen. But individual names have no meaning to me. So, what brings you here? Is that thing inside the nanoreactor there the one? Recognition code 0808191. Ramses. The Emperor has been told it's a prototype for an artificial contact. What's its status? It has entered the so-called first growth stage. From now until the binding, its growth will be several times faster than that of an ordinary human. But its psychological development will be a little difficult to control. It is a replica, so that is to be expected. It's moving. Can it hear us? Yes, it already has a will of its own. Then, I have a better way. Let us dispose of it. We do not need this. We have my child. My child will be 4 this year. Your having a child is significant? Yes. I checked it out. There's no mistake. It's a contact. Okay, another key term, contact. Keep that in mind. What's its name? My child's name is Faye. Okay, so Faye is a contact. What does that mean? More later. So you understand what this means. A corresponding antitype is another term to remember. Yes, probably already born somewhere. The final one. Then this thing is worthless. Yes, totally useless. Chased after it, boy. A love that's unattainable for you, no matter how hard you try to pursue it. Until then. So what you didn't know is that actually that was Ramses.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
Because of your insistence, I was discarded. I was destined to be the representative of God, having the might of the Emperor. I was destined to be the ultimate existence, having the power to exercise absolute control over all. But I lost it all because of you.
My mother? How do you know her? Ramses!